In this video, we will see the customization of OpenKM made for invoice management. The client offers its suppliers a custom-made application in which nothing else to log in. They see the list of invoices pending of management. They can also display the list of invoices sent or create a new invoice. In turn, the provider can edit the data of their user account. To see what this OpenKM customization is like, let's create a new invoice. The system automatically displays a customized screen with a form that the provider has to cover. The user can preview the results on the right side, in which the invoice appears, which follows the format stipulated by the instant administrator. Then, in concepts, the supplier can detail the products and services that will appear on the invoice. When we save, we see how the concepts are incorporated into the invoice. If everything is correct, the supplier can send the invoice. To see the complete documentary cycle, we leave the supplier session and log in as a buyer user, who is the natural or legal person who receives the invoices. By default, the user sees the list of pending invoices, which shows the most outstanding attributes, in this case of use. And it also gives access to several OpenKM functionalities on the same screen: how to preview the invoice, download, or delete it. If we start the invoice management, the system takes us to a new screen in which we can analyze the invoice in detail, and we can fill in the missing data, which is what a buyer is expected to do in this phase of the business process. If all is well, the user saves the changes. To continue with the invoice management process in this document manager customization, we leave the supplier session and we log in as the owner user. This user sees, like the rest of the users of the application, the invoices assigned and pending of management. The owner selects the pending invoice to manage it. This causes the system to show you a new screen in which, apart from being able to analyze the invoice data, new functions appear. This user can cancel, hold, reject, or accept the invoice. In this example, we will accept the invoice. This enables the user to the following sections of the custom screen, such as payment details, lines, other documents, or comments. In lines, we can add more concepts to the invoice. A pop-up window will appear for the user to add the data they want, but complying with the rules and protocols established by the administrator, some fields will be mandatory, while other values may be blank. If everything is correct, the user can save changes. But if an incident or error occurs, the system alerts the user with a pop-up message. In this case, the owner is advised to review the information on sections already seen previously, this time the invoice section. Now that everything is fine, the owner saves the changes, and this makes the list of pending invoices appear empty. Invoice management continues with the validator user. Following the mode of use of this customization, each user sees the list of pending documentation. The validator selects the invoice. The system opens in a new screen the document where the user can directly access the section that corresponds to him, in this case, lines, where is the information that the validator has to validate or reject. In this case, we will confirm the invoice data and accordingly, the user stops having pending documentation. When invoices are validated, they are assigned to a new user, the approver. As we can verify, this user receives the invoice, which can be analyzed in detail. This user can accept, reject, or request more information. The approver adds more data and can choose which users will see that information. To move forward in the management process, we accept the invoice. If the invoice is accepted, it is assigned to the accounting user. This one sees the bill on the accountant screen. You can analyze in detail, add or correct information. In this case, the invoice is correct and we count it. Strictly following the management process of the organization, at this stage of the process, some of the changes introduced by the accountant will not be saved. In this scenario, the user can add comments that help understand the case and establish which users can see it. Within the accountant application, you can use the custom OpenKM search engine for invoice management. We can search and find invoices, preview them, and if we want to access them to analyze all the data carefully.